Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Paritenanigans by Randall. So, we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, which means in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have these killer cages in the grid. These are these cells surrounded by dotted lines. The digits in the cage sum to the value on the top left. So these two sum to 7, these two sum to 5, these three sum to 8. In addition to that, we do have this one very long orange parity line in the grid. The way parity lines work is they alternate between even and odd. So if this was, say, a 4, that's an even digit. The one next to it needs to be an odd digit, say a 1. And then the one next to that needs to be an even digit. Could be a 4 again. Next to that needs to be odd, and then even, and then odd. I don't recommend just guessing, though. It's not going to get you the answer. All right, but it does have to alternate. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. Okay, I think this 8 gets us started before we even color. The 8 has to have 2 odds in it. It can't have 3 evens because there's only 3 evens, and 2, 4, 6 does not add to 8. 2, 4, 6 adds to 12. So in order to be even, we need to have an even and 2 odds, right? An odd always flips the parity and an even preserves the parity, and we always start even. So we can add an even digit, but then we would have to add, if we want more evens, we have to add 2 more evens. Because if we add 2 evens and an odd, that's going to be an odd result. But we already know the 3 evens are 12. So the only way to do this, and if we add an odd, we need to add 1 more odd, but we need to have an even number of odds. And so since there's 3 digits, we're ending up with 2 odds and 1 even. Well, if there's 2 odds and 1 even, we can't do even, odd, even. We have to go odd, even, odd. Now I use orange for odd because it starts with O, and then blue contrasts well with it, so I use that for even. So now we know actually what the parity is of these. Oops. And so I can just go back and forth and mark all of the colors. So we have 3 evens and 3 odds in every row, column, and box. Now these add to 7. That's an odd number. So if we have an even in there already, we need to add an odd. This is also odd, so we need to preserve the oddness by adding an even. This is just 2 evens for the row. This is 2 odds for the box. This has to be even for the 7 cage. This is odd. This is odd. This is even. This is odd. Odd for the row. This is even for the box. This is odd. Oops. Purple. This is odd. Oh, sorry. This is even for the column. And this is even for this column, and that's odd. And for the box, and this is even for the box and the column. There we go. So we're done. No. So we have it colored, so we know that all the blues are even and all the oranges are odd. Let's actually go back to this 8 cage and think about what are the odd digits. Because if they were a 1-3 pair, well, first of all, we know we always need a 1 because 3, 5 already adds to 8. So if we wouldn't know what to put in the even digit, we don't have 0. And so one of these is a 1, making 1 appear somewhere. But with the 1, if we did 1, 3, that adds to 4. That would go with a 4. If we did 1, 5, that adds to 6. We'd go with a 2. So that's how we want to think about that. These 2 add to 7. How do I know that? Well, an entire column adds to 21, which happens to be divisible by 7. 7 plus 7 plus 7. 7 times 3. And so we have 7 here and 7 here. What's remaining is 7. Or you can just do 21 minus 14 is 7. And so if these 2 add to 7, then if this is 1, this is 6. I guess we don't really know, do we? This is just an even digit that complements well with 1, 3, 5. Okay. So I think these are just for the coloring. No, they might come in handy later. They do associate 2 digits together. 8 and 2 even digits. There's only going to be one way to do that. That's going to be the 2, 6. And that does place the 4 here. So this is a 2, 6 pair, meaning 2 plus 5 or 6 plus 1. Missing the 4, 3 option. So this is 2, 6 as well. How about the 5 cage? So we could do 1, 4, or we could do 2, 3. Oh, but there's a 2, 6 pair in here, so we can't do 2, 3. So this is 4 and 1, giving us the 5 and the 2. So that's not a 5. We get the 6 to finish the evens in the box, and we can finish the odds as well. Finishes the odd in that column. Finish the even in this column. So this is a 4-6 pair. So this is 2, 4, 6. Oh, 2 in this box is in one of these two. I wonder if that's helpful. Not yet. All right, up here we need the 3, 5. Much is clear. What else can I do here? This is, oh, this 5 tells us this is 3 and 5. That makes this 1, 1 plus 6. This is 4 plus 3. That's a 6, that's a 1. And so now that's our 1. And we still don't know if it goes 3, 5, but we know these add to 7. I guess we can just finish the column with the 6 also. This is a 2, 4 pair. Oopsie. This is a 2, 4 pair, so I don't need the corner marks. This is a 3, 5 pair. This 1 gave us this 1. I missed that. 6 gives us 2 and 6. This is our 2 and 4. This is a 3, 5 pair here. This is finished with a 4. That gives us 2 and 4 here. 1 plus 2 is 3. We need 5 to get to 8. That's 3. We get 5 and 3 here, 3 and 5. These two digits are the 2 and the 6. And we're done. And right at the end, we got a 3 in the corner. Nice. Cool puzzle, Randall. I always like when I can just color everything and then solve from there. So yeah, once things were colored, we could ignore the parity line and just worry about the cage totals, basically. So neat. I like thinking about the 8 cage as well. There may have been easier ways to think about it, but I think that was a fine way to do it. Oh, excuse me. All right. Well, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.